It's very important as a leader and a leader of leaders to be able to read the tea leaves. And two of the things we've learned working through this project, looking at 3 decades of educational change, is the two key things that really drive change are economics, that play out in policy and politics as well, and demographics. And the demographics are the student demographics, how your kids are changing over time. The teacher demographics are what is the dominant demographic group that is shaping the mission of your school, who's got all the leadership positions locked up. And then the leadership demographics as well, that affect things like leadership turnover and who leads and what kind of group is leading and so on. Once you read these, it's possible not to make precise predictions, but to make some rough guesses, and that is when the economics are good and the economy is buoyant, and when there's a scarcity of supply of teachers and leaders, power moves to the profession and away from the bureaucracy. And history just repeatedly shows that over and over again. And it's just a brute reality, which is that you cannot recruit and retain people in a profession that has an overly prescribed, constrained and unfulfilling ambience to it. So this is a moment that we are in when we've moved from a situation where the economy was down for many years and the demographics were stagnant. So you had a captive and expensive teacher population with a relatively dipping or rebuilding economy, and that sanctioned heavy prescription and standardization. We're now somewhere in between, I think, where the bureaucracy is holding on to the old culture of control because it really doesn't want to let go, but also knows that it has to. And when people feel that the government doesn't know what it's doing, in a way it does, and it's trying to do two things at the same time. Where it will go when the economy shifts back, as there are signs it may start to do in the coming years, my prediction would be this, that many of the initiatives that are focused around professional development now, that grant greater teacher autonomy, now that you've got a big new body of teachers that have already been recruited, will begin to shut down, because networks will be seen as interesting but expensive and a frill and not directly connectable to public outcomes. So they will disappear, and we'll move back more to things that look like